All right, guys, this is going to be the quick and dirty method of changing this Briggs and Stratton to electronic ignition. So here's the old coil and stuff. I'm just going to take this wire, cut it right off right here. And then there was another wire here that I already cut back, and so I'm going to cut it back as far as I can. Just going to leave those there. If they get whacked around by this thing, they'll just trim them up. Now, this right here says this side out, right on here. So we're going to put this back up here. Got the little screws right here. Oh, and by the way, this coil at the dealer was like 45 bucks. And then I just bought this on Amazon for $12. And it also came with 2 spark plugs. So let's just get these tightened down a little bit. So this is an old sprayer that hasn't been used in like forever. And I thought I was just gonna fire this thing up, but there was no spark. And then I looked in the tank here and it looked like a peanut butter jar in there. So gotta work on cleaning this tank out as well. All right, so this thing's not touching, and that's all I want. So not gonna make a big deal out of this, just tighten this down. And so this spark plug is pretty nasty, so we're gonna take this guy out. See what size he is. Get as little dirt as possible in the plug hole. So, I don't know. I think that's about right. About the same depth. So I'm gonna call that even. Turn it over by hand. Make sure it doesn't hit the spark plug, and we'll call that good. So this one's a little larger on the top side, so hopefully that doesn't hit anything. So on the back side of this, there was a plug to put a shutoff on there. Not even gonna put that on there. I'm just gonna use a screwdriver to turn this thing off. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can see any spark on this. Still don't see any spark. All right, it's hard to see on camera, but it has spark, so I have to take my word for it. So actually, I'll just leave that up there. All right, let's check the oil in this guy real quick. Then we're just gonna fire it to see if it fires. All right, there's oil in there. All right, I don't know if there's gonna be enough vacuum in here because this carburetor's off, so we'll just shoot a little of this in here. Oh, helps when we put the spark plug back in. All right, let's see. All right, there we go, fired. Boom, there you go. Got a working machine now. Just need to clean up the gas tank. All right, that was the easy way. So I don't know, maybe you guys want to see me clean up this gas tank. This thing was a real mess. Here, I'll show you over here what came out of it. You're gonna be like, wow. So all this junk came out of that gas tank. I mean, look at it, it's like tar. Can make a snowball out of this thing, kind of. Stuff's pretty nasty stuff. So I don't know, we're gonna clean out the rest of it with some muriatic acid. Take you guys along for the ride on that. So just gonna use this stuff. Dangerous, poisonous. This is acid, obviously it's nasty stuff. All right guys, definitely wear safety glasses when you do this. I have my regular glasses on, but these things are super tight to my face, so I'm pretty safe with these guys on. So just putting glove over glove just to keep my hands out of this stuff. Or this stuff is not good for you. I don't know if you can see in there, but we're just gonna whoosh this around just a little bit. I already like pre-cleaned this kind of. That's how I got all that goop out of there. So I'm just getting this on all the sides right now. And there's no holes on the bottom of this because the carb vacuums it out through the top. There's a little suction tube that goes in there. We're gonna have to clean that out too because that thing's all messed up. Pour some in here. We're just gonna let that sit there for a few minutes. Try to get it to stand up right in here. So this is a little suction tube that goes in there. There's usually a ball bearing in there that works as a check valve, but I don't even see it. I don't know if it's stuck in there somewhere, but we're gonna just stick this in the separate bin right here. Then we're gonna pour some of this guy on here. I had it soaking in mineral spirits. I just splattered that a little bit. Obviously the acid doesn't like the mineral spirits. Alright, so we're just gonna let this sit for a little bit. So we're probably gonna let these both sit, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or something like that. I don't want it to eat through the bottom of this guy. I'd show the inside of this, but I don't really see anything special going on. Alright, so that was just a quick video for you guys. I wasn't planning on making that video, so it was kind of rushed, but here's one more thing I did to it. This is the pickup that goes in the carburetor. And so there's that little tiny screen at the bottom right here. And I took that screen out and I just put it on the vise over here. And then I put the torch on it because it was really clogged up. So burned up some of that stuff. And then I just scraped it with a razor. And then I cleaned it. I cleaned the face of it like this, you know, without the screen in there. And then put the screen back in, and then I peen the edges over gently with a hammer just to hold it into place because this thing was kind of beat up and it couldn't hold it anymore. So now it's in there pretty good. So yeah, so I'll just put that all back together and that'll be that. So that was the quick version on how to do an electronic upgrade on your Briggs and Stratton. Thanks for watching, guys.